Good morning, students. Our new topic today in the subject of Mathematics D3 O levels is coordinate geometry. So first, here are some concepts which you need to understand and learn before doing the question. So for 2 points, A x1 y1 and B x2 y2, the distance formula for 2 points will be AB distance is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root. So this is the formula that will be used for finding the distance between the 2 points. And then the gradient. Gradient is represented by m. So the gradient of the 2 points, the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And here are 3 formulas for making the equation of a line. So for making the equation of a line, we need, if gradient and y-intercept is there, then y is equal to mx plus c will be the formula that will be used. If gradient and a point is given, then y minus y1. So here are x1 and y1. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1 will be the formula that will be used when a point and a gradient will be given. And if we are given 2 points, then to make the equation of the line, the formula will be used x minus x1 into y2 minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 into x2 minus x1. So these are the formulas and concepts which you need to understand and learn first before doing the question. So now we are going to do a question. So look now, here is a question. Find the length of the line segment AB where the coordinates A and B are. So look now, here are A and B points. Suppose you call this point x1 y1 and this point x2 y2. So the formula for finding the distance between 2 points is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and whole square root. So this is the formula that will be used for finding the distance between the 2 points. So look now, here is x1 y1 and here is x2 y2. One more thing that I'm telling you, it will be up to you. Either you call this x1 y1 or either you call this x1 y1. That will be your choice. But if you call this x1 y1, then this will be x2 y2. So look now, suppose this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So the values of x1 y1 and x2 y2 are going to be placed into the formula. So look now, x2 minus x1, so 7 minus 1 whole square plus y2 minus y1, so 9 minus 1 and this whole square and this square root will remain as it is. At this step, 7 minus 1 will be 6, so 6 square plus sign is still there, 9 minus 1 will be 8 square and this square root is still there. Okay, at this step 6 square is 36 and 8 square is 64. So at this step 64 plus 36 will be 100. Square root is still there and square root of 100 is 10. And because this is distance, so distance will be in units. Because unit is not given, so we have to write simply the unit. So here is another question. The statement is find the distance between the points -1, 5 and 6 minus 4. So again 2 points are given. Suppose you call this point x1 y1 and this point x2 y2, and suppose this is point A and this is point B. So the distance between these 2 points will be, the formula will be used, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and whole square root. So now you will put the values into the formula. So look now, x2 minus x1, 6. This minus is there, and x1 is minus 1. So look now, 6 minus minus 1 will become plus 1. So you have to be very careful about the points. So now y2 minus y1. So look now, minus 4 minus 5 whole square, and whole square root is still there. Here you can see, okay, from here you can see 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 square, and minus 4 minus 5 will make minus 9. So minus 9 square, and this square root is still there. So if the power is even, so for example 2, 4, 6, 8 up to so on, the minus sign will be absorbed. So 7 square, that is 49, and this minus sign will be absorbed, and 9 square will be 81. So at this step you will add them and take the square root. So 81 plus 49 is 130, and square root is 11.40. And because this is a distance, and distance unit is not given in the question, so we will write simply the units. So this is the answer. Here is another question that is very important. A triangle has vertices A 0, 5, B minus 2, 1, and C 10, 5. So the vertices of the triangle are given, and it is required that show that it is a right angle triangle. So you know that in a right angle triangle the Pythagoras theorem is applied. So if Pythagoras theorem holds for any triangle, that will be a right angle triangle. And so we will check this rule to be hold in this question. So look now, solution is here. So the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and whole square root. So first we will find the distance between AB, BC and CD. So look now, first we are going to find the distance between AB. So the letter is x2, y2, and the initial is x1, y1. So look now, x2 minus x1. So minus 2 minus 0 whole square plus y2 minus y1, 1 minus 5 whole square and whole square root. So solving it now, minus 2 minus 0 will be minus 2, and because of this power, even power, minus sign will be absorbed. So minus 2 square is 4. This plus is still there, and 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Minus will be absorbed because of the even power, so minus 4 square will be 16. So the next step is 4 plus 16 is 20 root. Okay, now we are going to find BC. So again, the initial is x1, y1, and the later is x2, y2. So x2 minus x1. So 10 minus minus 2 will be 10 plus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1. So 5 minus 1 whole square and whole square root. So 10 plus 2, 12. 12 square is 144. This plus is still there. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 square is 16. This will make 160 square root. And finally, we are going to find AC distance. So the initial is x1 y1 and the later is x2 y2. So x2 minus x1, so 10 minus 0 whole square plus y2 minus y1, so 5 minus 5 whole square and whole square root. So at this step you can see 10 minus 0 will be 10, 10 square is 100 and plus 5 minus 5 is 0, so 0 square is 0. So this is 100 square root, so it will be 10. So now we are going to see either these make either the Pythagoras theorem holds for it or not. So the largest side is always hypotenuse. So this will be hypotenuse, so 160 square root. We have to take the square because of this square. And any one of these sides you may call it perpendicular and base, so 20 square root plus 10 square root. So this square will be cancelled by this square root, so 160 will be equal to, this square will be cancelled by this, so it will be 20 and 10 square is 100. So 160 and right side is 100 and 20 it will make 120, so this is not equal to, so these are not the vertices of the right angle triangle. This sign is for right angle and this is for triangle. Here is a question. The statement is find the gradient of the line joining the points A and B. So you may call first point x1 y1 and the second one x2 y2. So the formula for finding the gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you know gradient is represented by m. So first we will write the formula, that is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now the values will be put in the formula. So look now, 5 minus 3. You have to be very careful about these signs. So 5 minus 3 over x2 minus x1, so 7 minus 2. So at this step 5 minus 3 will be 2 and 7 minus 2 will be 5. So this is the answer. This is the gradient of these 2 points. Here is another question. Statement is given that y is equal to 3x plus c passes through the point A 3 1. Find c. So another concept for you is, remember it and listen carefully. If a point lies on any line, then that point will satisfy the line. So look now, this point will satisfy this line. So we will put these values of x and y in place of x and y in the line. So the line is y is equal to 3x plus c. So because this point is passing through, look now, passes through the point. So this x and y are going to be put into the value. So y is 1. So look now, 1 is equal to 3 into x. X is 3 and plus c is still there. So 1 is equal to 9 plus c. So c will be equal to 1 minus 9. And from here you can see c will be equal to minus 8. So this is the answer of c. Here is another question. The statement of the question is, find the equation of the straight line passing through the points. So look now, 2 points are given and we are required to find the equation of the straight line. So look now, if 2 points are given, so then this formula will be used. X minus x1 into y2 minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 into x2 minus x1. So you will call the first point x1 y1 and the second point x2 y2. So look now, The formula will be used equation of line AB. The formula will be used x minus x1 into y2 minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 into x2 minus x1. So this will be the formula for making the equation of the line. And now we are going to put the values into it. So x1, y1 and x2, y2 values are going to be put into the formula. So look now, x minus x1. So this is 5. Be very careful when you are putting the values and about the signs. So now y2 minus y1. So 6 minus 1 equal to y minus y1. So y minus 1 into x2 minus x1. So 5 minus 5. Okay, after putting the values, you will solve it now. So x minus 5 will remain as it is, and 6 minus 1 will be 5. So 5 into x minus 5. And on the right hand side, you are having 5 minus 5, 0. So 0 into y minus 1. So this full factor will become 0. And from here you can see this 5 will go to the right hand side. So x minus 5 will be equal to 0. And from here x will be equal to 5. So this is the equation of the line AB. This is the most important question. So you have to very concentrate now, because this is a question of paper number 2 of your O-level mathematics subject. So look now, in the trapezium, in the diagram, ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to DC. So AB parallel to DC. Given that CD is equal to 9 units, so this length is given, that is 9 units. Area of the trapezium is also given, that is 84 units square. Find the value of T. So the value of T is required. So look now, given that CD is 9 units, so from here we will start. If we find the distance between CD, that will be equal to 9 units. So look now, from here, first part, distance CD will be equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and whole square root. So now putting values into it, call it x1 y1, and this is x2 y2. So x2 minus x1, so t minus minus 2 will be t plus 2 plus y2 minus y1. So 0 minus 0 will be 0. So at this step you can see this will be 0, this will be finished. So square root will be over it. So square will be cancelled by square root. So t plus 2 will be the answer of the right hand side. And this is the distance of CD, which is given 9 units. So that will be equal to 9. So from here you can see t will be equal to 9 minus 2 and will be equal to 7. So t's value is 7. So first part is done. Second part required is the length of BC. So here is BC. So again this distance formula will be applied, but now t will be 7. So look now, second part is the length of BC. So BC, again distance formula will be applied. So call it x1 y1. This is x2 y2. So 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 whole square plus y2 minus y1. So 6 minus 0 whole square. At this step you can see 11 minus 7 will be 4. 4 square is 16 plus 6 minus 0 is 6. 6 square is 36. 6. So this will be 52 root, and 52 square root is 7.21 units. So this is the answer. Now the third part, the coordinates of A. This is very important part because this is the part you can see from here the height is 6, so this will be the height 6. So x coordinate is done, y coordinate is done, that is 6, but x coordinate will be find out. So look now, here is the area of the trapezium given. So third part, area of trapezium, the formula is 1 by 2 into perpendicular height into sum of parallel sides. So 1 by 2, height is 6 because from here to here the height is 6, and parallel sides are CD. So CD's length is, so we have to find, okay, CD's length is given, that is 9, plus the other side is AB. So we have put the values into the formula, 1 by 2 into perpendicular height into sum of parallel sides. One of the side is 9, that is given in the equation, and the other side is AB. So look now from here, so 2 3s are 6, and the area given in the equation is 84, so this should be equal to 84. Now this 3 will come to the denominator of this value. On the right hand side we have 9 plus AB. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 8s are 24. This is 28. So 9 will come to the left hand side, will be equal to AB. And this is 19. So AB is 19 units. Okay. Now you can see from here to here, the length is given 11, but total AB is given 19. So it means AB is equal to AK plus KB. So AB is given, that is 19. AK is the requirement, and KB is given, that is 11. So AK will be equal to 19 minus 11 will be 8. But because this is in the negative side, so it means it will be minus 8. And Y is the vertical component, that will be 6. So actually these are the coordinates of A. So now the third part is done. Now the fourth part, the equation of AD. So here is AD. Okay, this is the last part now. The equation of AD. So the formula will be used x minus x1 into y2 minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 into x2 minus x1. So if you call this x1 y1 and this x2 y2, so now values are going to be put. So x minus x1, so x minus minus 8 will be x plus 8 into y2 minus y1, so 6 minus 0 into y2 minus y1, so 0 minus 6 is equal to y minus y1, so y minus 6 into x2 minus x1, so minus 2 minus minus 8, so minus 2 plus 8. Okay, you have to be very careful, x1, y1, and the signs plus minus. So if you commit a minor mistake, the full question will be wrong. So be very careful about x1, y1 and the signs. So at this step, you will simplify the values. So this minus 6 will be multiplied inside the bracket. So it will become minus 6x minus 48 equal to, this will make plus 6. Okay, things can be more simple now. So x plus 8 into minus 6 is equal to y minus 6 into plus 6. So you can see this 6 will come to the left hand side. So x plus 8 into minus 6 over 6 will be equal to y minus 6. So this 6 will be cancelled by this one. So this is minus 1. So it will be multiplied inside. So minus x minus 8 will be equal to y minus 6. And from here, this minus 6 will come to the left hand side. It will become positive. So this is the equation of 80.